Welcome back to the False Prophet channel. This is Brother Jacob, and this is the False Prophet channel where we get Islam exposed and the false prophet of Islam, Muhammad, exposed on a regular basis. Now, I want to show y'all something. I have an Instagram, right? If you haven't joined us, go ahead and do so. Let me show you. Let's go to the home page. But first, look in the upper left-hand corner. And as you see, this is the Instagram page for Kenny Bomer. Okay? Now, I decided to message him because, as all of you know, I've been on his channel several times. I debated him and his entire panel, and we have all of the evidence on my channel. If you haven't seen those videos, feel free to do that whenever you finish watching this video, and you will see that every time I showed up on the Kenny Bomer platform, I totally destroyed them. So I decided, your brother Jacob, to hit Kenny Bomer up and leave him an inbox on Instagram. So let me show you the message that I sent him. Now, the first message I sent this liar, this child of Satan, he's always up on his channel talking about Islamophobe this and Islamophobe that. Well, let me remind him of something. Last time I checked, Christians are not going around killing Muslims and massacring Muslims all around the world. But I left him this article. As you see, it's from jihadwatch.org from 2020, September. Okay? And it says, Ethiopian Muslims murder over 500 Christians since June, including pregnant women, children, and entire families. And that's the article, and I'll leave this article in the comment section below. Now, after leaving Kenny Bomer this article, I left him a message. Now, I may have used some choice words, but it's okay. And this is what I said to him. I said, "Hey, coward, when will you be man enough to debate me? What are you so afraid of? Every time I come on your show, I had you shaking in your boots. Read the article. Muslims killing Christians every day while you sit up and say nothing about it, hypocrite. But nowhere in the world will you find Christians committing mass violence on Muslims. And you are a white man promoting a religion of a man, Muhammad, who owned black slaves, and you think that's okay to enslave black people. Or else you wouldn't follow Muhammad, the pedophile slave owner. What kind of man marries a 6-year-old child at age 54? That's some sick, you know what. But that's who you chose to follow, a pedophile and a slave owner." Then I left him this following hadith, because another thing that this coward, this child of Satan likes to do, he likes to sit up and he loves to repeat that Islam is the religion of peace and that there is no compulsion in religion. So I left him the following hadith. I said, "Read the following hadith, coward. Abu Hurairah said, in the interpretation of the ayah reported, you are the best of people ever raised up. And this is Muhammad. He was speaking to the Muslims. You are the best of peoples ever raised up. The best for mankind are those who bring them with chains around their necks till they embrace Islam, and thus save them from the eternal punishment in the hellfire and make them enter Jannah in the hereafter. Now, everybody can see the problem with this, okay? Here you have a so-called a so-called prophet saying that slavery is okay. Now, I don't know about any of you, but when you go look at the pictures of the slaves, the slavery victims of the Arab Muslim slave trade, you will see pictures of blacks aboard ships with chains around their necks, just like Muhammad is saying in his hadith. So if Muhammad is a prophet of God, how could he say that the best people ever raised up for mankind are those who bring non-Muslims to Islam with chains around their necks, chains of slavery, till they embrace Islam? If that's not compulsion in religion, you liar, you wicked hypocrite, Kenny Bomer, then what is? And he has seen this. I have shown him this hadith before. Like, I remember one time I was in the backstage part of the StreamYard, and I left this hadith, but he wouldn't allow me to read it on his show. Now, this is what his audience, this is what they don't see. They don't see the behind the stage conversations that I have with this coward. He will never show this on his show. He will never let me come up on his panel and read this hadith. But he is calling us an Islamophobe. But this is my challenge to this coward. If we are the Islamophobes, then allow me to come on your show and read this following hadith. And then we will see that you are the Islamophobe, because it will be you afraid to have the words of your prophet read before your audience, because you already know that there's no way that you can defend this. There's no twisting of the words. You can't bring Ibn Anwar to come up and try to read it in Arabic. All the little games y'all try to play, trying to read Arabic and wasting a whole lot of time and skipping around the other subjects. There's no way out of this one. So he will never allow me to read this on his panel. Okay? And then what I said to him, I said, you clearly see what it says, but you will sit up on your show and say Islam does not force people to be Muslim and that there is no compulsion in religion. But the hadith says otherwise. But if I was to bring this up on your panel, you would mute me because you know I am right. This is why I have no respect for you whatsoever, because you are a liar. And this is what I wrote him. I'm letting everybody see it. I have nothing to hide. It clearly says, bring them to Islam with chains around their necks, you little beep. That's exactly what I told him. Because guess why? Because his own prophet said that dogs were no good. Okay? His own prophet said dogs are the devil, black dogs specifically. So when I'm calling him a little bitch, he can't even say it's a bad word, because that's another term for a devil according to what his prophet said. His prophet said black dogs are the devil. So I'm calling him a little bitch. In other words, a little black dog. That's right, Kenny Bomer. You are a black dog devil because you support slavery, you support pedophilia, you support bringing people with chains around their neck till they embrace Islam. And then I wrote to him, you are a child of Satan promoting this garbage, even though you see exactly what it says, you devil. That's exactly what a devil is. And look what he wrote. I only accepted long enough to inform you that I will be sending you on to Blockistan. A person such as yourself is not worthy of my time. You see, he don't want to address it. You know why? Because this is clear, everybody. And look what I wrote. I said, that's why you have nothing to say about it. And I will record this and show my subscribers that in private, you see the truth, but on your channel, you will never show this. Then he wrote, you have a very low level of reading comprehension. Enjoy your stay. I very seldom get on Instagram and couldn't honestly care any less than I do about it. It's a waste of my time, just like you are. Then I wrote, so what do you think about the Hadith? Exactly, just like I thought. You are a demonic child of Satan. And I'm about to screen record this and show the world that you purposely promote this garbage, Islam, because I showed you the Hadith and you have nothing to say for it. So that means you are purposely defending Satan because you have been shown the truth. No way out of it. So next time you see him on his show saying that there is no compulsion in religion and nobody is forced to be a Muslim and Islamophobe, I want y'all to bring this video up to him. I want you to post it in his comment section. I want you to call in to the show and read this hadith to him. This guy is a coward. He is the only Islamophobe. And I challenge him. If you are not an Islamophobe, Kenny, then let me read what your prophet says from the hadith. But you will never do that because you are the true Islamophobe. You are the true Islamophobe, not I, not us. It's you, Kenny Coward, KFC, Chicken Bomer. Now let's show you. Now before we get out of here, I want you all to, if you haven't, go ahead and subscribe to the Instagram, the False Prophet Muhammad. You can look us up on Instagram. That's our profile. And go ahead and subscribe. And that's all I have for now. Just getting Kenny Bomer busted again so everybody can see that this guy is nothing but a coward hypocrite. And this is Brother Jacob. And this is the False Prophet channel where we get the false religion of Islam exposed and the false prophet of Islam exposed on a regular basis.